Ralph here, True Power Trumpet Fitness, and welcome to a wonderful Wednesday. Yeah, I didn't get anything up yesterday. Crazy day, couldn't be avoided, and I'm not going to bore you with what was happening, but it was nuts. So here we are, and you saw the thumbnail. I want to talk about an absolutely wonderful, extraordinary CALLET evening. I had so much fun. Anyway, I'll talk about it in a minute. Let me honk a little bit, and then we'll go. Yeah, double season Arbin, the usual fare. You see a little redness. I'm going to get to this in a minute. A little bit redness, but no marks, no pressure, no reason to make a mark. Anyway, yeah, double season Arbin. Actually, I was talking to Ray Rosario last night, Monday night, and we were talking the amazing thing about these mouthpieces and the compression and whatnot. And he is a hardcore freelance trumpet player in New York. Everything from lead to club dates to ballads to everything. Okay? Brass quintet, right? And he agrees. Basically one mouthpiece. Every once in a while he will go to the 1SS if in the morning things are a little stiff. Every once in a while. But for the most part it's just 1SB. And you can change your style. You can change your tone, you can change your timbre, you can change the attack, you can change the articulation, you can change the phrasing, all inside your mouth. And that is absolutely amazing, and that is the number one thing that I love about how this whole system has morphed over the years. For the longest time, yes, we had double C's till the cows came home, and that's what we all wanted, and that was a wonderful thing. But you get into a quintet situation, and all of a sudden you're pulling for different mouthpieces and all this sort of stuff. Not anymore. That one mouthpiece is extraordinary, and as I said before, and I'm going to say again, I am now the distributor of the CALLET mouthpieces, so if you want the 1SB content or the 1SS, the 1SC, whatever the case may be, or maybe some of the oldies but goodies, if you want to contact me down at the email that I leave at the end of each one of these videos, be my guest. So anyway, this wonderful evening took place at a restaurant in New Jersey called McClune's. I had never been there before. I'm not sure if it's what the reputation is, but it's a beautiful place, beautiful venue. It was attached to a betting parlor. A legalized betting parlor, of course, in Jersey, and it was state of the art. It was just a lovely facility. And I walk in there, guys, and it was like walking into a time warp. It's like going to your 50th high school anniversary reunion. I'm telling you, man, these are guys that were here that were part of my crazier playing days, freelance days in New York that I lost touch with. I mean, I knew they were around. I knew they were doing. You know, I'm on the fringes of New York, and I hear what's doing and who's playing this show and who's playing that show and who's having chop trouble and all that. Because Jerry was still privy to it for a long time. But I had not seen these guys in some 30-plus years. 30-plus years. You know when the last time I saw many of these guys? Back at that Super Chops video back in 1987. That was the last time I saw them. Okay? And there's a lot more gray hair or no hair or whatever the case may be, but we had a blast. And I'll tell you what, if every single trumpet, and it was the who of, certainly New York trumpet players for sure, who's who of the creme de la creme of New York guys, if every one of those guys had done a clinic, it would have been better than any trumpet guild, anything. I mean, these guys were fabulous. fabulous. And we just talked and laughed and reminisced about Jerry. And I mean, we can go on and on. I mean, I'm talking, I'm going to miss people. I'm afraid to do this because I'm going to miss people. And but anyway, Ray Rosario, Mike Piniella, Dominic DeRass. He's another one. We decided it was about the time of that video. Late 80s. That's the last time I saw him. Phil DeFranco, Neil Rosen, Terry Sergeli was there. Kyle Schmier, Jeremy Mushlin, Glenn Miller, Howard Goodrich, Keith Virtuoso, Keith Underwood. I'm going to miss. And if you're watching this and I did miss, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it was such a wonderful night. Now, not only did I connect, everybody was connected. You know, the Nates, again, they were all about my age, a little bit younger, a little bit older, you know, potato. And Yamiko was there, of course, and again, Kyle was there, and Toby Callett was there. And it was like a class reunion. It was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I couldn't stay long. It literally took me to get there at 7 o'clock. I left my house at 3:45. Didn't get there till about 7:15 to go 58 miles. New York traffic. I couldn't do it. My daughter was having surgery in the morning, and I had to get home. She's fine. Don't ask. Just a little snip. No big deal. I had to get home, so I left about 9:30, and I didn't get home till 12. So you can imagine, that's close to 7 hours in the car, but I wouldn't have missed it for the world. Wouldn't have missed it for the world. Open bar, buffet, a lot of vegan stuff. It was wonderful. I ate like a pig. I mean, salads and potatoes and a lot of vegetables. Ate like a pig, all vegan. And just talked. Jerry, you know, remember when we did this? Remember when we did this? Remember we did this gig out there? And it was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. That was one of the best times socially I've had in a long time. It was absolutely wonderful. Just before I left, we started with testimonials. Stuff that, you know, things that I knew, I was privy to, got a little emotional. I got up and said about one sentence and started bawling. Made a fool of myself. But you know what? This atmosphere was so warm in that room. I didn't care. They all knew exactly how I was feeling. They understood. They didn't. I mean, I guess things got emotional after I left as well. I guess I opened the floodgates to some more things. But it was so cool. Keith Underwood was there. Did I mention that? Maybe not. I don't know. And I guess after I left, the trumpets came out. The restaurant itself closed at 8 o'clock, and I guess they had the unlimited book for the rest of the night. And I guess they just raised the roof. I guess Dominic played a couple solos, which in itself would have been the price of admission. There was no admission, but I would have liked to have heard that. A great player, man. A great player. And you know what's cool? You know, it's very cool, and only a trumpet dork like myself or anybody else in the room, and I mentioned this to a couple guys, and they all said, you know what, I was thinking the same thing. And only a trumpet nerd. Now, you got to understand, these guys that I just said may not be household names to everybody, because it was a very New York-centric group. And that's another thing. A lot of people that couldn't make it from all over the world sent testimonials in. Jerry did this for me, and I wish I could be there, but, you know, I'm in UK, whatever the case may be. So it was literally a worldwide brass evening. And now, these names that I said, guys, high-octane group. And you can't imagine how many double C's are in that bunch. I mean, please, high-octane group. There wasn't one mark, one crease, one scar, nothing. Jerry would have been, well, Jerry was there with us in spirit, of course. He would have been so proud. And I noticed this, I said to a couple guys, I said, this is going to sound silly, but you notice there's not one mark on anybody's lip? I was thinking the same thing, they said. I can't believe you said, They looked great. Now, so many guys playing the double season, it looked like that. Bill Chase, it looks like that punch in the mouth, and it's almost a badge of courage to have this mark. Hey, I look like Louis Armstrong, whatever, Maynard, that type of thing. Harry, Horst Fisher, Billy Butterfield, they didn't have a mark on them. It was cool. It was such a nice night, and I was so thrilled that I made the effort to go. I was going to make the effort to go anyway, but I knew about New York's rush hour traffic, and I knew it was going to be a grind, but I wouldn't have missed it for the world. One of the reasons I didn't do anything yesterday, I was just toast by the time I got home. Just toast the next day. And I had a busy day. But that's that. So we'll be back to some more pedagogy tomorrow. And I have a question for you tomorrow that I want some feedback on. But anybody that was there that would like to leave a comment down below, please do. Please do. If you want to send me an email or something like that, please do. But I hope you had as much fun as I did. It was wonderful. I hated to leave, but I just had to get going. So anyway, that's that, and we'll talk tomorrow. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Love you all.